If you're counting on your EPF to retire comfortably, I need you to hear this, okay? Because what I'm about to show you isn't popular. I watch too many good, hardworking Malaysians follow the standard plan their whole lives. Save EPF, be disciplined, contribute for faithful 30, 40 years, then retire. And slowly watch that money disappear. Okay, it's like filling a bucket for decades only to realize the moment you start using it, there's a hole at the bottom. Or the worst part, you can't go back and fix it. But if you're watching this right now, then you still have time. So stay with me because I'm going to show you exactly where this plan breaks down and what you can do about it before it's too late. Let me walk you through what I call the pyramid method. Now, if you're Malaysian, there's a good chance this is your retirement plan right now. You spend your entire career building up your EPF balance every month. 11% from you, 12% from your employer, and you watch it grow. 200,000, 400,000, maybe $500,000 if you are disciplined. It feels good and you've done what you're supposed to do. Then at 55, you retire. What do? You withdraw the money, right? Okay? For the first time in your life, you see a full amount of your money in your bank account, $500,000, right? It feels like freedom. But here's what actually happens next. You start spending it. Not recklessly, just by living. Medical appointments, house repairs, helping the kids, the groceries, Milo prices increase, petrol prices increase, everything increase. And your 500k starts to become 450, then 380, then 250. And somewhere between year 8 to 9, you start doing the maths in your head. How much do I actually have left? How long will this actually last? And quietly, without telling anyone, you start hoping you don't live too long. Because if you do, if you make it to 75, 80, you will run out of money. You'll become a burden. And you have to start moving in your kids and you'll lose your independence. I've seen this happen to a lot of people, good people who did everything right. It breaks my heart every time because it doesn't have to be this way. So let me explain to you a completely different approach. Now, this isn't some new complicated strategy. This is what wealthy families have been doing quietly for generations. Instead of withdrawing your EPF and spending it down, you convert it into something that pays for you every single month, forever. And here's what I mean. Let's talk about your $500,000 in EPF right now. Most people will withdraw it and start spending it from the pile. 500,000 becomes less and less and less, only in one direction, going down. But if you were to take that 500,000 and turn it into what we call a cash flow engine, put it into a dividend paying stocks, REITs, maybe rental properties if you understand the market. Done correctly, the $500,000 will start to generate $2,500 to $3,000 every single month. Here's the critical part, that $500,000 is still there. You're not eating into your capital right now, you're living off the income produced by your capital. Now think of it like a mango tree. The pyramid method is cutting down the tree and then eating it piece by piece, nothing is left. The cash flow method is keeping the tree alive and eating the mangoes. Okay, it produces every season. You will never run out of mangoes because you never kill the tree. Now, I know what you're thinking, 2,500 a month, is that enough? That's not really enough, right? But let's be real, if you own the house, your car is paid off, your kids are grown, 2,500 essentially covers for you your utilities, your groceries, your medical, and your daily needs. You're not living in luxury, but you are free. And you're not watching your balance go down every month. And you're not racing against time anymore. The untouched 500,000 is your protection and your safety net. And if you're smart about it, it can grow over time and still be paying you every single month. Now, let me tell you about two men I personally know. Let's call them Uncle A and Uncle B. Okay, both have retired, about 60 years old, both have about 600,000 in their EPF. Both are hardworking Malaysians who have saved their whole lives. Okay, and Uncle A did what most people do. He withdrew everything. Finally, felt like he could relax, bought a new Camry, renovated the house, took the family on an overseas trip a few times. Felt like a king for about 3 years. 10 years later, he would be broke. Living with his eldest son, can't afford his medical without help, and lost his independence. At 72 years old, okay, every day he wakes up knowing he's a burden. Not because he was reckless, but because nobody taught him, okay, a better way. Now let's talk about Uncle B, right? Uncle B would have a different path. He took the 600,000, converted it into an income-generating asset, blue chip dividend stocks, a few REITs, nothing fancy. He pulls in about 3,000 a month, right? That's about 6% returns, okay? With a clockwork for the past 12 years, living off his home, still driving his own car, taking his wife out on dim sum every weekend, and his 600,000 still there. Actually, if he had invested in something which generates a bit more, he would have grown to 720k, right? Same starting point, same amount of money, but two completely different lives. I'm not telling you to make you feel bad. I'm telling you this because you have a choice which path you want to be on. Okay, so here's what it means to you. Depending on where you are right now, if you're in your 30s or 40s, don't rely on EPF. That's not a retirement plan. That's one part of a retirement plan. Start thinking about cash flow now, right? Learn how you can make your money for you while you're still working. The goal isn't to have 1 million at 55. The goal is to have an income stream of $5, $8, $10,000 a month at 55. That's a big difference. Now, if you're in your 50s and you're at a critical window right now, don't touch that EPF withdrawal unless you have a clear plan how you want to convert capital to cash flow. Because once you start spending the capital, it's almost impossible to stop that momentum. And you've already retired and withdrawn. It is not too late. Whatever you have left, you need to protect it now. Stop spending the capital, start living off cash flow. Even if it means cutting expenses temporarily. Move it to a smaller place if you have to, sell that extra car, okay, do whatever it takes to preserve the capital base because that's your freedom. Look, I get it. It isn't easy to hear, especially you have been following the standard plan all your life, but the earlier you understand this, the less painful the adjustment becomes. Every year you delay, the gap quietly widens. Okay, now if you want to learn how to actually build a system like this, how to convert your savings into assets that pay you month after month, how to accelerate your capital growth so you have more to convert when the time comes, I'm running a free workshop, which I'm going to break down the entire framework step by step. This is called BYOB webinar. Be your own bank. You'll learn the practical strategies I've used personally and taught thousands of Malaysians just like you. The link is in the description below. Let's walk through this together, right? Because I don't want you to be Uncle A, watching your money disappear and hoping you don't live long, right? I want you to be Uncle B, independent, secure, free. I'll see you in the workshop.